Yeah, I think I'd like to also zoom out a little bit and think about the forest from the trees on like equities themselves. Because I think something that a large part of the Bitcoin community doesn't necessarily understand is that MicroStrategy is an equity and it's not a commodity. And I think that's a big distinguishing factor, right? These are two different products. Like Bitcoin is a commodity, MicroStrategy is a company that offers equity that has Bitcoin as their treasury. Those are two fundamentally different things. And in order to understand MicroStrategy, you have to have a fundamental understanding of what is Bitcoin and what is Bitcoin's bull case, right? Bitcoin's bull case um, is many things. It's digital capital. It's the best collateral on the planet. It's potentially a medium of exchange. It's a store of value. It's all of these things. And you have to have an understanding of all of those components in order to understand what MicroStrategy could potentially do with it. And as a company, you start to think about how all equities are priced, and try to compare how all equities are priced relative to MicroStrategy. And one interesting component of the equity market and how the equity market works is that there are market cap weighted index funds. A majority of the market of the money that comes into the stock market every day, every week, every month is market cap weighted index ETFs. So we're talking S&P 500, we're talking QQQ, we're talking VTI, we're total stock market index funds. Pension funds, banks, insurance companies are all taking money in the door, and they're buying these market cap weighted index funds for a point in time in the future. Now, the reason I bring that up is this is incredibly important, and the structure and the design of the equity market adds more fuel to the fire here. So a market cap weighted index fund means that as the market cap of the equity rises, any new dollars that come in the door, that allocation of new dollars that come in the door increases exponentially. It's not linear, it's exponential. And so as companies rise in market cap quickly, they see this reflexive component of new dollars coming in the door exponentially that don't care about any of the metrics, right? They don't care about any valuation metrics. They don't care about MNAV. They don't care about anything that's going on, because it's these agnostic buyers that are purchasing the index ETFs, and those dollars are flowing to the equity regardless of price. And this is something that Bitcoin doesn't have currently, right? Bitcoin isn't included in the S&P 500. Bitcoin isn't included in the total stock market index. Bitcoin isn't included in the Russell 1000. It's not included in all of these index ETFs. And that's something where MicroStrategy, in my opinion, will continue to have this high valuation that will be difficult to rationalize because of its inclusion in all of these large market cap weighted index funds and its continued performance. As the underlying Bitcoin increases, they're going to get exponentially more dollars from these passive market cap weighted
to the channel. Aaron from Bitcoin Bros here. That was Jeff from the QuantBros telling you how MicroStrategy is going to get access to all of these passive funds, and they'll be able to buy more Bitcoin with that, ultimately making the stock price go higher. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over some recent MicroStrategy updates. Also going to be checking out a post from Jeff here in a second, and he's talking about why the rest of November could be so bullish for MicroStrategy. So I recommend you guys watch until the end. Let's go ahead and start here with the NASDAQ 100 tracker. On Friday's closed, MicroStrategy was up to 61. This is to get them in the QQQ, and this will be the allocation that they would get. That snapshot is going to be taken on November 29th. So this is coming very soon, and MicroStrategy could have a lot of funds allocated to them to then use that to buy more BTC. So that's something you have to have on your radar, that November 29th date. That's something we've been paying attention to for a very long time. And if you guys are interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock, Bitcoin. You can check out MooMoo. We have an affiliate link in the description below and also in the pinned comment section. You sign up, you deposit $100, you're going to get 5 free stocks. You deposit $1,000, you're going to get 15 free stocks. Make sure to check it out. It's basically free money when you sign up. You can sell those stocks and buy more MicroStrategy or do whatever you want with them. So make sure to check that out. And also our Patreon, we have calls on all of our options, leverage trading alerts, and also just any other alpha that we think of. We put it right in our Patreon. So make sure to check out that as well. The links for those will be in the description and the comment section. And Sailor making a tweet. I think SailorTracker.com needs even more green dots. The last time he tweeted this, we got a green dot. So it's looking like Sailor is going to be buying some more Bitcoin very, very soon. And from Dylan LeClaire here, he says, let's guess, I'm saying around 25,000 more Bitcoin announced from MicroStrategy before Monday's open. So he thinks that MicroStrategy is going to be buying Bitcoin this weekend. So this is good to see. MicroStrategy probably using the ATM here to buy more Bitcoin, but we just have to wait and see what Sailor tweets over the next 24 to 48 hours. And then this post is from Jeff from the QuantBros here, and he's talking about why the next couple of weeks for the rest of November could be absolutely bullish for Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. Let's check it out here. So one thing he's talking about is Thanksgiving Day. Most people are going to be traveling back home to their families. People are going to be talking about stories. People are going to be talking about the money they've made. They're going to be talking about investing in Bitcoin, investing in MicroStrategy. You can see he talks about some of that here. And I mean, definitely agree with what he's saying. Obviously, Thanksgiving is a time that families get together, talk about what they are happy about, what's been successful for them. So, I mean, that's going to happen. But look at this timeline that he draws up for the perfect MicroStrategy strategy over the next couple of weeks throughout November. So he's saying the weekend, the 16th and the 17th, which is today, MicroStrategy buys Bitcoin on Sunday evening to push price into Monday. So we could be having a MicroStrategy Bitcoin buy later in the day. That would be good, because if Bitcoin's price actually gets pushed up, that will actually help MicroStrategy, even though they're probably selling shares to do that. And then we can see here from Monday the 18th to Friday the 22nd, which will be this week, he thinks they're going to be buying Bitcoin all week, around 50 million a day, and hammer ATM 10% of the trading volume. Also announced conversion of convertible debt and release a new $4 billion convertible debt tranche. Raise $8 billion of total Bitcoin buying power. So that's the plan for this week. And then next week, which will be the week of Thanksgiving, deploy all $8 billion of capital raised in prior 8 days, staggered and timed to have Bitcoin price pump into Thanksgiving and November 29th. QQQ rank day, which we were talking about earlier. So that's really, really interesting, because that's going to be the week of Thanksgiving. So if Bitcoin's price is going up during Thanksgiving, more people are going to be talking about Bitcoin at the dinner table, and also MicroStrategy, because they just made so much money. And then on Saturday the 23rd, he talks a little bit about them doing some incremental small Bitcoin buys, around 5%, which would be around 400 million. Sunday the 24th, increase Bitcoin buys 10%. That'd be around 800 million. He believes Bitcoin will go over 100K this month on the 24th. And then on the 25th, maintain 800 million Bitcoin buys and small MSTR ATM usage if price is running. Tuesday the 26th, MSTR rebalance, maintain 800 million Bitcoin buys and use ATM as volume is high. Announce completion of convertible debt bond offering. And then on Wednesday the 27th, no ATM selling and deploy 25% of capital, $2 billion into Bitcoin buys. Pump BTC MSTR to rise strong into Wednesday market close at all-time high, above a $500 MicroStrategy price. That is absolutely insane. And that would be going into Friday. But you can see on Thanksgiving, he says, the equity markets closed, deployed 25% of capital, $2 billion into Bitcoin buys. Bitcoin hits all-time high of 120,000 plus. This is just a crazy prediction here. And if this happens, this would just be massive. And then Friday, the 29th, this is obviously when we have the QQQ cutoff. Mayhem in Bitcoin and MicroStrategy markets higher, both clocking all-time highs. No ATM usage. MicroStrategy achieves a historic largest Friday after Thanksgiving trading volume ever. This plan aims to establish the highest possible MicroStrategy market cap for QQQ Inclusion Rank Day, and it will probably put them within the top 50 ranked NASDAQ companies, which will probably give them more than a $1 billion allocation to then go buy more Bitcoin. The reflexive nature of inclusion ranking and passive flows compounds the compression of remaining shares available at the margin. So this is his prediction. He talks about how this would make the Bitcoin price go explosive, how it help MicroStrategy go about $500, and it being Thanksgiving weekend, people are going to be talking about this. This will help Bitcoin in the long run, and this is what he's mentioning in the rest of this post here. Like he said, this is just a prediction. This is not financial advice, but this prediction is really crazy, and it's something to think about. If this happens, Bitcoin price could skyrocket, and for the rest of the month, it could be a great time to do some leverage trades, some longs on Bitcoin, calls on MicroStrategy. It's something to think about. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. Do you think this is even possible? Do you think we could see $120,000 Bitcoin this month? Definitely want to hear your thoughts. But thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. My name is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. Like and subscribe for more. We have new Bitcoin, crypto, MicroStrategy content coming out every single day. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.